She texted me, "I'm staying at Craig's tonight. Don't wait up." The moment I read it, my hands froze. My heartbeat skipped like it knew something terrible had already begun. I stared at my phone as if the words themselves were a warning, a trigger of something I had been sensing for weeks but refused to see. The room around me darkened. The rain outside tapped violently against the window as if mirroring the storm that had just entered my life. I didn't reply. I couldn't. Something inside me whispered, "Watch, wait, and see the truth for yourself." I went to the study, my fingers trembling as I pulled open the old leather-bound journal she had left carelessly on the shelf. I had seen it before but never opened it. Tonight felt different. The pages were filled with her neat handwriting, but the words were foreign to me. Messages I never received, secret appointments, names scribbled alongside dates I couldn't recognize. My heart clenched as the first real wave of betrayal hit me. Craig. There it was, written in black ink like a permanent mark. A clandestine life she had been hiding beneath smiles and whispers. I stayed silent. I did not call. I did not confront her. I simply let the rain continue its relentless tapping against the windows, the city outside oblivious to the truth unraveling within. I watched her messages again on my phone, connecting the dots that had eluded me. Dinners she claimed were work meetings. Trips she said were alone retreats. Every lie, every fabricated story, perfectly staged to make me blind. I remembered every whispered promise, every "I love you," every laugh we shared, and now each memory became a dagger piercing my chest. By the time night fell, I had made my decision. I would not yell, I would not cry. Instead, I would let the truth speak in the most devastating way possible. I pulled out my camera, set it by the window overlooking her apartment. She believed I was asleep. Then I wrote one final message, but not to her. I sent it to Craig, the person she thought was invisible in my life. In seconds, the storm became real. Every lie she had told was about to crash down like a tidal wave, and I would watch it unfold silently, mercilessly. I arrived at her favorite cafe, the place she often went on nights she needed space. The air smelled of coffee and betrayal. She was there, laughing too freely with Craig, brushing her hair like nothing could touch her. But I stepped into the shadows, unseen, watching. My pulse was calm, my mind icy. Then I revealed myself slowly, letting the horror build before her eyes. Her smile faltered. Panic flickered. I didn't need words yet. The silence itself spoke volumes. I placed a thick envelope on the table between them. Every secret, every lie, every hidden message, meticulously printed and documented. She reached for it, her fingers trembling. "You can't, this isn't real," she whispered, but I shook my head. "It is. And now you'll understand how deep your deception runs." Craig's face turned pale, realization dawning that he too was trapped in a revelation he never anticipated. Her laughter, once so free, was gone. Every lie she ever told was exposed, every hidden betrayal laid bare in front of her and him. I leaned back, watching the storm of emotions crash over her. Anger, guilt, regret, despair, all painted vividly on her face. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't scream. I simply let the envelope, the evidence, and the truth do their work. She tried to explain, to cry, to beg, but it was too late. I had stayed silent, calculated, patient. Tonight, her carefully built illusion shattered into pieces she could never gather again. I realized then that heartbreak was not weakness, it was the forge of clarity and strength. Later, back at home, I opened her old bookshelf, scanning every journal, every book she once claimed was innocent reading. Hidden in their pages were notes, names, schedules, all breadcrumbs of a life I never knew. Each book told a story she had tried to keep from me, each page a dagger of betrayal. I felt the weight of every secret she had written, the calculated distance she had kept, and the cold realization hit me. Love can be weaponized, and I had been the target. I sat in the dim light of the study, rain still falling relentlessly outside, letting the silence settle over me. Her texts would come, her apologies, her desperate attempts to explain, but I had no need for them. I had acted, and in doing so, I had reclaimed my power, my control. The heartbreak remained, sharp and unrelenting, but beneath it was liberation, the knowledge that I had survived her betrayal and emerged stronger, wiser, and unbroken. And somewhere, in the quiet aftermath, I smiled faintly, a single tear tracing down my cheek. Not for her, not for us, but for the life I had lost and the man I had finally become. She thought she could deceive, manipulate, and destroy me with a single text. But in the end, my silence, my patience, and my final move had done the most devastating, beautiful thing. It had ended her story and begun mine, leaving her alone with the wreckage she had created.